Toronto is frequently named one of the most sustainable cities in the world, which is awesome because we've set the bar really high for ourselves. That's why at Quayside, it's not enough for our new community to be carbon neutral. Instead, we're actually trying to be climate positive. Here to talk about what all of this means is Charlotte, who's pretty anxious about being on camera, but in reality is doing a really great job.
I don't believe you. So in order to achieve climate positive, which is this preposterous goal, I mean, really, can you change it from being low carbon and even doing better than we're doing to actually being positive for the climate? I don't know, but that is the goal and we are charging for it.
Building a climate positive community starts with, well, the buildings. And this is one of the biggest opportunities Quayside presents because it isn't built yet.
We have the opportunity at Quayside to build the world's largest cluster of passive house buildings.
Passive house is a super rigorous design standard that results in ultra energy efficient buildings because it lets us harness the energy we're already creating in those buildings.
There's heat within a building naturally. It comes from our computers and our appliances and even our bodies.
Ideally, passive house buildings, they're so well insulated that people don't need to use energy for heating and cooling because the building insulates them like a thermos insulates coffee.
So there's all sorts of ways we can reduce our need for energy, but that doesn't mean we can totally eliminate it. Luckily, at Quayside, there's some really exciting clean energy sources right at our fingertips.
We are right next to Lake Ontario, which is an amazing thermal resource, and we can use that potentially to cool the buildings at Quayside. And it allows us to not use air conditioners. And we have below us an immense geothermal resource that, if used correctly, could heat all of our buildings.
There's even clean energy potential in all the garbage generated by our communities.
If you take organic waste and you put it in a landfill, it actually generates methane, which has got 20 times the climate impact of just carbon. But if we can capture that methane, we can actually use it to generate energy.
So that might be through an anaerobic digester that will run an electricity generator from some of the biogas. And we can locate some of these utilities underground. And what that's going to allow us to do is minimize the amount of disruptions to the public realm.
All of these ideas add up to one huge goal: to create such a sustainable waterfront community that we aren't just producing enough energy for ourselves, but we actually have an excess of energy that we can export back into Toronto, making our city a greener, more livable place for all of us. See, Charlotte, you actually did a great job.
I still don't believe you.